All right, this short video is on the principles of being a wide receiver. If you use these basic principles, it'll take you a long way in becoming a wide receiver coach, or just in coaching receivers in general. This list was originally compiled by Jerry Sullivan. At the time was at LSU. This is back in the mid-'80s, and he's been in the NFL for many years, and he's back at LSU now. Okay, there's a longer list of this. I think I put the most important ones on the board. Number one right here, always assume man coverage. Whenever you're running a route, always assume you've got to beat the guy over you. All right, assume man coverage. Number two, catch the ball. So we always hear this all the time. Look the ball in, catch the ball, concentrate on the ball. Find the smallest point on the ball, that's on the tip of the ball, and concentrate on that and get the ball caught. Next, be an upfield threat. Everything you do as a receiver, you should look like you're running upfield. First 3 steps all the time, full speed. Should look the same thing to the guy that's covering you. He should never know what you're doing the first 3 steps. Be an upfield threat. Stance. You got to have a great stance. The main thing here is eliminate wasted motion. Knees bent, arms comfortable, however you want to coach that up. We always go inside foot up so you can see the ball snapped, and then your eyes have got to go upfield. But you got to have a great stance to eliminate wasted motion. Always we talk about once you catch the ball, you want to get the first down first. You see a lot of guys that want to go score touchdown. And that's great. We love touchdowns. And I know you love touchdowns too. But the first thing is you've got to get the first down first, and then you can go ahead and make the big play. When you catch the ball, you want to catch it. As you get it upfield, you want to split the defenders. You get 2 defenders coming at you. Get it upfield as fast as you can, split the defenders. If you're catching the ball going outside, you want to outrun defenders. We don't want cutback runners. Okay, I've seen too many times guys cut back, defender tackles them, no first down. You catch it going sideways, you beat the guy to the sideline up the field, which leads into the next part here, block upfield. If when you're blocking, you want to block upfield for somebody. You don't want to try to make that great peel back block on somebody. If there's a ball carrier running towards the sideline, don't peel back. He's going to outrun that guy. You block upfield. We don't want to clip anybody. As a receiver, you are always a primary receiver. Okay, it doesn't matter what the route is. If you think you're never going to get the ball, you've got to run it just exactly the same, full speed all the time, whether you think you're getting it or not. Always be the primary receiver. Push at the defender all the time. Run good routes. A lot of things to run good routes, you want to look in the middle of your route, your stem of your route, you want to look the same. Your arms want to be going just right. When you get to your break point, you don't want to drop your hands down, bend your knees, throw your head back or anything like that. You want to make everything look the same. So when you break, you make your breaks, shoulders want to be over your knees. You want to keep your arms moving and look the same, look fluid. Don't give tip-offs to the guy covering you. Run good routes. Know your assignment. Obviously, that's kind of a no-brainer, but you got to know your split, your alignment, your assignment, any kind of changes right at the snap of the play, during the play, if they're already in your system. You also need to make sure you know down and distance, because we always got to get the first down. Know field position, where you are on the field, and know the clock. And this is big for 2-minute situations. You got to know when to get out of bounds, when you can get the first down, in different situations like that. As a receiver, once you get lined up, you've got your assignment, you want to see the coverage, okay? So you see the guy over you, and then you generally want to look for the safety. Where's that safety? Is there one safety or 2 safeties? Once you get, as you get more comfortable seeing that and through film study, you'll have an idea of what you think the coverage is going to be based on what the configuration of the defense is. Normally, if the guy lined up over you, the cornerback, is inside looking at you, we think man coverage. Now, of course, we always assume man coverage, but you're thinking here. If the guy covering you is a little bit outside and he's off you and he's been staring inside a lot, he's probably playing zone, especially if there's one safety. If there's 2 safeties, he could come down and roll up into a jam position. These are just some things for you to see the coverage. Be a physical blocker. Okay, wide receivers, you always see them catching great catches and looking good and all that, but we want to be physical blockers. We want to be very physical. We want to out-physical the other guy, and we want to out-hit because we're going to be the toughest team out there. We're going to do everything. We're going to run the ball. We're going to throw the ball, but we're going to out-physical everybody that we play. Okay. Keep in mind the wide receiver block springs the touchdown. So when in a normal running play, running back gets the ball, he's coming outside. If everybody on the field blocks their guy except the receiver, pretty good chance we're getting a first down. But when the receiver blocks his guy, then you got a chance for bringing the touchdown. So we always talk about that. Be aware when you're ball carrying, be aware of somebody trying to strip the ball from you, okay? Because, that's what everybody teaches on defense, to strip the ball. Just don't be surprised by it. And the last thing is here is about team. Always the team comes before the self, okay? Football is a very unique sport because you really depend on everybody around you so that your team can have success. In order for you to catch a touchdown pass, you had to have guys blocking, you had to have the quarterback throwing a good pass, and a lot of preparation goes into all of that. So remember, you may be the one scoring the touchdown, but it's a team game and it's the team's touchdown, and we're all about the team. Which leads to the last thing I want to talk about, and really probably the most important thing, a great saying that's been around a long time, okay? You can accomplish a lot if you don't care who gets the credit. And a lot of times people look at wide receivers, especially on TV, and the commentators talk about how great an individual is, but we're part of a team. The most important thing is the team. We don't care about our stats. We care about winning the football game. The only reason we like stats is because we know we want to contribute to the team. So we know we want to be major contributors because it's all about the team. Okay? These are some of the basic principles.